my recall on this may be off, but I think there was some complaints on the Yahoo group, chat group, about the 402D going to idle.
Yeah, there was a bug in the 402D in Rev, before Rev 1.0, and that's been fixed. There's an IPL updated in the code on the website for certain situations. It didn't happen to everybody. It was a incident thing. And for the people who had it, it was really irritating, and we took care of that 6 months ago. Yeah, so that problem was identified. We got enough feedback. We got, laser beam, find what was going wrong, and we fixed it. So that is updated.
If you've got a 402, or got a 402 that's doing that, send it in.
Is that when it says track equals idle on the screen a lot?
Yeah.
That's okay. Just got a brand new system.
You can either send your throttle in, or if you have the ability to download it using a PR3 MS100, you can download it into LocalNet and right into that throttle right off our website.
I thought it was also happening more frequently with the conversion of the 400 to the 402D.
I'm not sure there might be an issue, but we got on, once we knew it was an issue, we dealt with it about 6 months ago. What I did actually is we added an option switch, a new option switch in the option setup, and that allows you to choose whether you want that message or not. There were a couple of issues there. We had stuff left over the way we did it with 400, and people get irritated with that little flashing indicator. So we made it like hit you right in the face. It's not the track is idle, it's unpowered, it's frozen. The power's on, it's frozen. Okay, then I would say, I wish I didn't put it in there, but I did. So bottom line is you now have the default where that's not true anymore. But you can go back to that way if you wish. So the latest code has an extra option switch in it. I think you write a sheet with all the additional sheets and the manuals, and the manuals are updated.
So any 400s, any 400s that are sent in for conversion will be corrected with that. I mean, with that.
No, not 400, be 402s.
Converting.
The answer is yes.
He's sending in 400s to convert to 402s.
Yeah, if you convert it now, they will have the latest code. Okay. Yeah, you won't notice the difference.
Any of the bought one, any of the new.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah. One thing we did in the.
I'm ready to go.
The 402s as a throttle were a derivative of the 400s, and we were able to make it IPL less. We could update the code in the field, which is a great thing for people who are comfortable doing that.
The new duplex is the 402.
The
new duplex is the 402.
That's correct. 402 is the underlying throttle that can support the RF24 duplex transceiver, and it automatically detects it and allows it to be used. So the 402 is the family. The 402D is the particular instance with the graphics and the setup match the fact that comes from the factory in RF24. But you can also get a non-radio duplex and a non-simplex. You can get a standard one, just a D402. So unfortunately, we have a lot of different products. Yeah, the 402 also over the 400, which a lot of people have bought since 2001, I guess. One of the extra things we added was the access to functions 13 and 28. Yeah. So that was added to the throttle. So that's a reason for some people to upgrade from a 400 to just a 402. It's not a very expensive upgrade, but it also gives you the ability to have code updates.
There were some complaints about putting the UR91 and the UR92 too close together. Was that simply?
Complaints about the UR91 and 92 too close together. Are you remembering that day?
As long as you have the same LocalNet ID, remember, because it's a race issue.
No, you're talking about the 92s. No, 91 and 92.
Putting them on the same pole might be a problem, but some people said it was a problem, other people said no.
No, they're on completely separate bands. One operates at 900 megahertz, the other operates at 2.4.
I never quite understood what that complaint.
No, I don't believe there's an issue with the two side by side. We've run them successfully. In fact, we did Louisville. We had like 7.
We've seen it done many times and haven't had an interference.
Yeah. I run mine next to each other. No problem.
So there's no radio issues. There was, or maybe an issue that you've got to be sure if you hook up a UR91 or a couple of UR91s and a 92, you've got to set the 91 code for the UR90 infrared mode to work properly. Because the 92 ships from the factory probably in its infrared simplex address system ID, which is 0 through 7, I guess, it goes out at 0. So if you had an existing UI91 installation, okay, and maybe some UI90s, and they're on code 3, and UI92 added to that system wouldn't know that infrared mode is running on system ID 4, if the others are 4. You see what I'm saying? So you just write them all to whatever you want it to be. So that's a subtle thing, but of course that'll have 0 impact as far as the duplex is concerned, because this duplex radio is a completely different meshing system, and it has an 8-character name, which is its unique operating group ID. Group ID? Yeah. So bottom line is, there'll be no problem. The UI92s will work happily together. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. Okay.
Just closing remark. I rebuilt a N-scale steam locomotive from Concord, Berkshire type, in 1994 with a DN93. It's still running great. So all I say is well done.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so about products in the field.
Any other comments, questions? Anything else?
So many people complain about the manuals.
Okay.
What about putting a page on your website specifically designed? People send in their suggestions. They're rewriting some of the
They do that.
They do it all the time.
Stop.
Also a conversion.
You're on. Can we come down?
How about who can talk to us?
We have a request here to have, I guess customers want to send in comments and updates to manuals. Okay. So how do you want to handle that? We have it all the time. People send
stuff in
Yeah,
all the time.
what I'm thinking is some sort of form on a page, so you can be making suggestions about a specific passage in a manual, rather than just saying, I don't like this.
Yeah, the manual sucks.
Yeah.
We've heard that forever. We've heard a lot of stuff.
In fact, we heard it from Marty. When Marty was out for his job interview, I said, if you could change anything about this company, what would you change? And he goes, well, you know what, the manuals really suck. I don't know if you wrote them. And he was interviewing with me, and I wrote them.
I wrote it, and I got to try and translate it.
He says this in his interview, and everybody else that's sitting in there is going, oh man, you're not getting the job. But he did get the job. And I think it would be reasonable to add a page for comments if you think that would help. Otherwise, send them in. People have sent them in, and we do change the manuals. Why not?
I can't wait till the end of the day.
Yeah.
While we're talking about the website, I don't know whether this is feasible, but obviously, as I said, while we're talking about the website, I don't know whether this is feasible, but you can gather from the Anglo-Saxon voices here that we've had problems getting some kit. It would be really useful if you could keep us informed through the website when there are delays. Something coming up on the website saying, sorry guys, this has happened, this is why this has been delayed. It would stop people walking up to me and saying to me outright, straight, are Digitrax interested in selling their products in Europe anymore? And I have had that question asked to me a hell of a lot of times in the last 15 months.
Well,
we need the
of
information, guys.
Yeah, I don't know how we would necessarily administer something like that, because if you look at what we ship now, the current products that exist that we ship, they usually ship in the same week they're ordered.
Yeah.
That's been true now.
His problem is with the duplex.
Yeah, the duplex radio is obviously a bone of contention, frustration, and something. Yeah. That is a special case, separate from everything else we make.
Well, I'm wondering if we have had other products which have been going to come and then not happen. I mean, years ago we had DZ121s, I think, that took 2 or 3 years to appear.
Took forever, yeah.
Customers are very often happy to listen, but they want information, and you're saying support the dealers, go to the dealers. Well, I'm one of the dealers, I'm on the sharp end bit, but I'm on the sharp end 5,000 miles away. And something on the website would at least, people could say, oh, well, I've seen this on the website. On the website, they see duplex radio for sale.
Yes.
They've seen it in Birmingham at the NEC. This is aimed at the European market. And the next question is the one I just said. Are you still interested in selling in Europe?
Yes.
Convince me, Kate.
Okay, so I think the manual idea is a good idea. The you selling it in Europe is a good idea. AJ has excuses. And I know it's not happy, but.
November the 21st,
November 20th. I'm going to hear this. Douglas will look at it for me.
It's also John Jay's birthday as well, so that would make it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Any other questions?